Good evening everyone and welcome back to a match here on WWE 2K25. Apparently 2K have fixed the issue with cores. Let's find out if they have. This is going to be our 1 week late all-in week. Some massive matches lined up before a big 7-match show coming for you on Sunday. Sunday. We're kicking things off then with a 3-way match between 3 of the up-and-coming technical stars of AEW. First of all, we have got Wheeler Yuta, a member of the Death Riders. An interesting man who seems to be pretty much... I mean, he gets a lot of attention from the crowd. He seems to be getting over and doing what he needs to do, I suppose. It's interesting to see what happens when he does eventually leave the Death Riders, where he's going to stand. Then you've got Daniel Garcia, a man who obviously re-signed with AEW not too long ago instead of moving to WWE. He's done pretty well so far. He's had the TNT Championship. It wasn't the most exciting run in the world. Let's see how things go for him now. Then I think after All In, there's been a big sort of reset switch, and I'm looking forward to Dynamite just to see what's going to happen, because it's a big refresh, and people like Daniel Garcia could be heavily involved in that. And next up then, we have got the longest reigning Ring of Honor Pure Champion in history, which is a bit of a shock, really. I mean, again, I don't really watch a lot of Ring of Honor, so I've not really seen a ton of this guy's matches. He's always been pretty decent when I have watched him. But to be the longest reigning Pure Champion of all time is a little bit surprising to me. With the talent there is available, I mean, all 3 of these guys, I think, have held the Pure Championship in Ring of Honor. And of course, you've got lots of others as well. So it'll be interesting who comes out on top of this one. Standard triple threat rules apply. First pinfall or submission will get the victory. And in our ranking system, it will be, of course, a +3 for the winner, +1 for the win, and +2 bonus points for beating multiple opponents at once. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. In what is going to be a big week for us, we've gone from 0 to 100 once again on these videos. We are aiming for 2 videos a day, Monday through to Saturday. Well, actually, that's a lie. We're aiming for more or less 2 videos a day. Wednesday and Friday will be just 1 video, but there will be the 30-person gauntlet matches. And then on Sunday, we will have the big 7-match card, culminating in Okada defending the SWE Championship. We will have Will Ospreay defending the Cruiserweight Championship. And I think that's it. No, also Darby Allin defending the Hardcore Championship as well. But leading up to that, a lot of opportunities to see a lot of new people. And a few people that I don't think we've seen either at all or much of in this universe mode ever. And I did promise I would come back to doing stuff like this once my job settled down. My new job does seem to have calmed down quite a bit now. I have busy weeks and I have quieter weeks, and I've got to try and take advantage of the time where I can to make these recordings happen. Of course, triple threat does mean no disqualifications, no countouts, but Daniel Garcia did grab the kendo stick and then decides against it. He feels like he's good enough to beat these guys legit. Moriarty now with the backbreak. Let's look at the ranking system then. So Lee Moriarty currently sits on... Oh, he's had 3 matches, lost all 3 so far. 1 in 2021, 1 in 2022, and 1 in 2023. So he needs... Well, his first ever victory would be good for him. Daniel Garcia... He is a +5 from 7 matches, so that means he's won 6, lost 1. Pretty impressive. And then Wheeler Yuta, he is a +1 from 6 matches, so very much sort of sits in the middle of the pack. So really, it's Moriarty and Yuta that really need the win here. As Moriarty with a kendo stick now taking down Yuta. Here's the pin for the 1, 2. No, only a 1 count. Okay. Moriarty now. Oh, he was going to go for a springboard. He was caught by Garcia. That's the thing with these matches. You've always got to have eyes in the back of your head. You can't concentrate solely on one person because the other one can creep up and get you. Garcia now on the back of Moriarty. Yuta is down. This is an opportunity for one of these guys to try and get the pin if they have the time. And Garcia takes up Moriarty, then gets caught by Yuta. Oh, nice. Gut bust there by Garcia, but Moriarty's there straight away. And Moriarty once again heading to the outside as Garcia now with a pile driver on Wheeler. Yuta in with a pin, but Moriarty straight back up and able to break it instantly. Nice there by Moriarty taking down Garcia. Yuta is on the outside. All three guys on the outside now. Moriarty with a power bomb on the outside. Remember, it is no disqualification, no countouts, but pinfalls and submissions still must take place inside the ring. I don't know what Yuta was doing there. Looks like he was taunting to the crowd. But again, you have to have eyes in the back of your head in a triple threat match. It's so easy to get caught out. And that's exactly what's happened here as Moriarty now looking potentially at the superplex. Garcia up in with, I don't know if that was a suplex or a brainbuster. It was hard to tell from this angle. It looked almost like a brainbuster. Yuta now on the outsiders. Nice Falcon arrow there by Moriarty. Then gets a chair between the eyes. Wheeler Yuta taking advantage of the situation here. Going to pounce and try and steal on the work done by Moriarty. Yuta now wrenching back at the arm. And Yuta, the only man on his feet in control of this match. He would love a win here. I mean, none of the Death Riders are necessarily doing fantastically well in this universe. I mean, Moxley's doing okay, but he's not that high up. Claudio's the same. Pac is the same. Nobody is really, like, up at the higher echelons. As there's the pin now by Garcia after hitting Moriarty between the eyes with a kendo stick. But it's still not enough. Garcia now, oh, a big boot across the chest of Moriarty. Garcia now sending Yuta into the top turnbuckle pad. And lovely exploder into the corner. And then gets the chair between the eyes. I mean, this was supposed to be a technical masterclass. It's turned into a hardcore match. Moriarty now taking Yuta up. Going to drop him spine first across the apron. That is the hardest part of the ring. The steel framework that holds it all together. Moriarty now with a stiff clothesline. As look at Garcia now just slamming the kendo stick into the grounded Yuta. Wheeler now with the fisherman suplex on the outside and then gets caught by Moriarty with the drop kick into the face. Moriarty again with a kendo stick right across the back. Moriarty bringing Garcia back up straight into the ring steps. And Moriarty's doing well here. Again, I think it's odd. I downloaded all three of these calls from different people. And I believe every single one has ended up with the same rating of 86, which I think is quite interesting. I think it's very interesting how they're all rated very similarly. Again, we see a lot of Garcia, we see a lot of Yuta. I don't see much of Moriarty at this point in time, but I do think he's got a big future. I think he's only young as well. Pin there by Garcia. Only a 1 count after the kendo stick attack again. And again, the kendo stick. That's the problem. I say the problem. It's not really a problem, is it? But I've noticed on this game, more or less every single match now is sort of descending into a hardcore match. All the tag team matches are the same. It's just everything just seems to just sort of fall straight into that area. It's crazy, really. Submission now by, no, it's not a submission, just slamming the face of Garcia into the mat. And then takes the kendo stick across the gut. And Moriarty trying to take advantage of the work done here by Wheeler Yuta. There's the pin. Oh, it's only a 2 count, but it was bloody close, wasn't it? That were really close, that were. Garcia now with the elbow in the gut. Now in the back of Moriarty. Oh, look at that. The Saito suplex onto the steel chair. That could be enough, but Yuta's in to break it up. That probably should have been enough, in fairness. And look at Garcia and Yuta just staring each other down now. I always wondered about potentially doing like a next generation championship. I know we've got enough championships as it is. I know. You don't need to tell me. I know we've got far too many championships. But it just sort of like anybody under the age of 30, the sort of the future generation of wrestlers. Moriarty again with a very close 2 count. Moriarty now lovely. Oh, again onto the steel chair with the armbar. That is one of his finisher maneuvers. Submission locked in here, and he's got it. Lee Moriarty with the submission victory over Daniel Garcia. Yuta will be furious he wasn't involved in the end, and that moves him down to a 0 after 7 matches. Daniel Garcia with that loss moves down to a +4 after 8 matches, but Lee Moriarty, he's never won a match before in our universe mode. He's gone from a -3 up to a 0 because of the bonus point to winning a multiple person match. That is a huge turnaround for him. And a great performance by all 3 guys, to be honest with you. It really could have gone either way, but it did feel to me like Lee was definitely someone who was playing this smartly. He picked his moments, he grabbed his weapons, and that was a perfect opportunity there when Yuta was down to lock in that armbar submission and get the victory. I mean, even here, for example, he saw Yuta hit a high-impact maneuver on Garcia. He then took out Yuta and went for the pin himself. It's a little bit later on with a pin on Yuta as well. Not quite enough, but eventually it was this armbar submission. The damage had been done throughout the match by all 3 of them, and it was Garcia who tapped out in the end to Lee Moriarty. Well done, Lee. That is the opening match then of our All In week. I hope you are ready for this. I'm going to bombard you with uploads for the next 7 days. Get yourself strapped in. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Like, subscribe, all the other good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.